Hi there and welcome to this lesson that is titled Raising Self-esteem. Self-esteem is something that can be quite challenging for a lot of people. On my online course, I show people how to rewire their brain to create more self-esteem in their life. Because when we have the greatest amount of self-esteem, a whole nother world opens up to us, and basically we have a much greater day-to-day experience. But how do we create it? How is low self-esteem actually created, and what effect does it have on our brain? Well, to understand first of all how low self-esteem is created, once again we can study our brain here. See, down here there's a part of the brain called the brainstem. Inside the brainstem there's a part called the reticular activating system. This part of the brain here is heavily in charge of filtering all the information that you see on a day-to-day basis. On a practical level, imagine that you are looking for a new car. So you go on the internet, you start to look for the car, and then all of a sudden, as you walk out of your house and you walk down the street, you begin to see this car everywhere. All of a sudden, it's like in the parking lot, it's coming down on the highway. All of a sudden, you realize that this car here is everywhere. To you, it seems like the car is suddenly popping up, but in real life, and you probably know it, the car has always been there, and you all of a sudden began to notice its existence. Well, the same thing goes for everything else basically. If we are negatively minded about ourselves, if we have low self-esteem, this part of the brain here will pick out certain situation that proves this suggestion here. That means that if we keep telling ourselves, oh, I'm probably no good, I'm probably a failure, I'm never gonna amount to anything, this part of the brain here, the reticular activating system, will begin to find situation that proves this. That means that in a simple way, all we need to do is to rewire what we're going to think about. We're going to tell this part of the brain here to focus on different things. And the best way possible to do this is through neural reprogramming. And this is a really big subject, and how we can do it, there's a lot of different techniques, but something that you can take away today and you can actively use just now is to keep affirming what you want to steer your brain towards. That means that if you have a sensation that I have no value, I'm not making any difference, all you need to do is to take this sentence here and switch it upside down. And to put it in a practical way, if you can take a look in the mirror, I know it's a bit pushing the limits, it might be a bit uncomfortable to you, but if you can look in the mirror every single time you brush your teeth and tell yourself, for example, I have value, I'm a lovable person, I bring something to the table. If you can keep affirming to yourself that you're actually providing value in your surroundings and in your day-to-day life, your brain will have no other choice to eventually begin to believe this. I know this takes a lot of work. I know it might sound silly because you're going to be standing there in front of the mirror feeling like a complete, just to say it out loud, idiot, and you're not going to experience anything shift in the moment. But just you keep affirming this and keep repeating this to yourself, your brain will eventually latch onto it. And furthermore, your reticular activating system will begin to look for events that proves this suggestion here. And this is not any spiritual work, it's just pure science. Your brain has no other choice. So keep affirming this for yourself, reshaping your brain, and actually telling your system and your brain to look for other scenarios that proves the opposite. It's actually going to do the opposite. It's going to exactly give you an increase of self-esteem. This is a really big topic. It's something that we cannot cover in a small lesson like this. If you want to learn more about this, if you want to study more about how you can rewire your brain to get more self-esteem, like I said, it's something that I'm doing a great part of in my online course called Welcome to You. And for more information on that, you can follow this link here. If you want to learn more about the course, and if you're a bit unsure whether the course is the perfect fit for you in order to increase self-esteem and your overall well-being, feel free to reach out to me, take contact, and the two of us can sit down and simply talk about whether this course here is the perfect fit for you. Otherwise, make great use of all the techniques that we learned today. I know that they're difficult, I know that they're hard, but my God, if you keep practicing them, you will see incredible results. Otherwise, take care. Know that you bring great value to this world here. All you need to do is to start noticing it. And may you just have the best day. Take care and enjoy.